I'd like to know. Wonder what made her go. Where is she residing? Though I've looked every place, not a trace of her face. I think I'll advertise for her in the news. I realize I've lost the cure for my blues. Where's my sweetie hiding? Wonder if she'll come back to me.
Oh, 1 second. Oh, that feels so much better. Hello, welcome back to another Electro Swing review, where today we're going to be listening to Love is the Drug, the Mr. Automatic remix of the Brian Ferry Orchestra song from the Yellow Cocktail Music album from Baz Luhrmann's film The Great Gatsby. I know, that's a lot to unpack, but we'll get into it. We'll get into it step by step. Don't you worry. Excuse me, I'm going to be a little quiet today because my throat's a little sore. I'm losing my voice a tiny bit, I think, and wearing a choker is really not helping. Okay, so Christmas is over. The new year is upon us, and I am getting hyped for my yearly watch of The Great Gatsby. And I don't know how, but I got it into my head that everybody watches this on New Year's. But then after sitting down and thinking about it, I realized, no, this isn't a New Year's movie. This is not a thing that other people normally do. They like to have Great Gatsby parties. I don't go to parties. It's just like a spectacle for the senses. Baz Luhrmann movies are always so visual. There's so much to look at in every single scene. It's beautiful and chaotic, and the editing is chaotic.
Come on, Nick!
Look around you. Rich girls don't marry.
This movie is so quotable, and I think it's because everyone pronounces and delivers their lines in such a funny way.
Oh yes, the 9th Battalion.
Even here.
And the 7th. Excuse me.
Yeah, this was some of that chaotic editing I was telling you about. We're cutting between the party and Nick Carraway talking to Jay Gatsby, but you can't see his face, so you don't know it's him.
Seems I'm the only one.
If it wasn't for the ring, I wouldn't have even known that it was another character.
Madam, they say he's third cousin to the Kaiser and second cousin to the devil.
And then there's part of the memes, which is fantastic.
You see, I'm Gatsby.
His smile was one of those rare smiles that you may come across 4 or 5 times in life.
Please, just, I don't know what to say. Please forgive me.
It's quite all
I
right.
had so much to drink. I love that line.
Chicago.
Ugh. Anyway, it's a really fun movie that I never get tired of watching, but let's listen to this phenomenal track from Mr. Automatic. The banjo. Really, it's a neglected instrument in jazz pieces nowadays. Bring back the banjo, please. It's just delightful. Okay, I'm gonna try to refrain from doing unladylike grunts throughout this whole thing. I love this track, and you're gonna see why. Already, what I love about this is how Mr. Automatic introduces the rhythm, the bass, the instruments. I know it's coming because I love the original, and he's just teasing you with that drop. It's delicious. I can't think of another word for it other than I'm really excited for the drop. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to grunt. I was serious. I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself. Okay. I don't know if you guys have noticed. I don't think I've talked about this. You've probably noticed, but I get like these physiological reactions to certain songs. Physical. I get these physical reactions to these songs. And this one just it gives me butterflies in my stomach. It makes me feel really comfortable. Like you're hopping into a jacuzzi or something. This review is going to be unintentionally filthy, and for that I apologize. I really like this track. Did it get hot in here all of a sudden? Excuse me. I don't know if it's because I'm a little under the weather, or if it's the tea, or these lights. It's the track. It's definitely the track.
Stitch it tight, can't get free. Love is the drug, got a hook on me.
And then he pushes back the lows here. So you can kind of enjoy that muted trumpet back there. Brings the lows in and covers it with wubs. And right here, he strips away all the instrumentation.
Face to face, toe to toe.
Just a little bass.
The heart as we hit the
really stripped down rhythm in the vocals. Oh, and then you get that muted trumpet back there. I'm such a sucker for the muted trumpet.
I stumble around, I say go, she say yes. Dim the lights, she can guess the rest. Get that buzz. Love is the drug I'm thinking of. Can't you see? Love is the drug, got a hook on me. Get that.
Okay, I need to talk about something. I'm falling into that rut where I'm just.
Can't you see?
I love a song so much, I just stop and I have to listen to it again. Okay. Can we just talk about Baz Luhrmann movies for a second? You either love them or you hate them. I have never met anybody who was on the fence about a Baz Luhrmann movie. The first one I saw was Moulin Rouge when I was in middle school. Loved it. I saw it because Ewan McGregor was in it, and I loved Ewan McGregor. Delightful man. Still think so. I saw Romeo and Juliet in high school after we read that play. I remember the boys were disappointed we weren't seeing the 1960s version because I guess there's boobs in that one. No, but I loved Baz Luhrmann's version. It really, I think that's what turned me into like a major Shakespeare nerd. I actually went to school for that for a year before I switched to anthropology with a focus on archaeology. Anyway, when this movie came out, I almost missed it because I had 2 little babies at home and I was not watching movies, but I think this one is probably his best one yet. I don't think he's made any sense, has he? Because you can't really top this one. It's very faithful to the book. I was surprised at how faithful to the book it was. I mean, even the peculiar lines, like when they're sitting at dinner and talking, it's straight from the book. It's about the butler's nose. Things went from bad to worse. Can we talk about something else? Crops? You're making me feel uncivilized, Daisy. And I know I have since learned that producers do this where they kind of strip it back to make transitions in their sets a little easier. But as a listener, I like it because it's almost like a roller coaster. You get to ride that high up and then you come all the way down, and this is the part where you get off the ride and you just catch your breath. Oh, I love this movie, and I love this soundtrack, and I love this sub-soundtrack, and I love this mix, Mr. Automatic. Ugh, I'm fading fast. I need to refresh my tea and get to bed, I think. Ugh, my throat and my head is killing me. All right, so we're gonna wrap it up quick. I don't think I need to say it. You guys know how much I adore this track. Let me just recap. I think I could just ask him, but I'm gonna go out on a limb here and assume that Mr. Automatic really loved the source material, kind of like I did. I mean, you've got this contemporary track that is given the 1920s treatment. That stuff is just perfect for mixing. And what he did here is he just gave each instrument like its own little spotlight, you know? He gave it like its own little moment to shine. I love the muted trumpet. I love how he kind of like stripped away everything except for the vocals in that one part. Yeah, like I said, I think he really loved the source material here. What did you guys think of this track? What did you think of this mix? Have you listened to Yellow Cocktail music before? What did you think of it? Let me know in those comments down below. Oh, and let me know what your take is on The Great Gatsby. Did you like this movie? Like, does it inform your style? It seems like every retro-themed party in Vegas they try to make it look like that scene from The Great Gatsby, which, you know, looks like a lot of fun. Very classy, very fun. Oh! I have some actual tea about Electro Swing and that movie. Okay. Old news, but if you haven't heard it, it's very interesting. Okay, so you guys know this song, right? Swing Republic's Crazy in Love. A hilarious edit. This track was supposed to be in The Great Gatsby. Like, I believe Freshly Squeezed was even in talks. They were ready to sign the paperwork to get Swing Republic's version of Crazy in Love in the movie, when suddenly the movie production company ghosted them, and they got some other artists to do it instead. Oh, if that's true, shame on Baz Luhrmann's production company. What's wrong with this version? It's delightful. Cause I still don't understand just how your love can do it, no one else can. Got me looking so crazy right now. Your love's got me looking so crazy right now. Okay. Yeah. Craziness. Okay. I'm gonna go. How do I end these? Right. If you want to keep swinging with me, subscribe to this channel or check out the world's first electro swing novel called Threadbare the Traveling Show. I just ordered proofs of the second one, so the final stages of editing are happening, and I'll have a release date, maybe by my next video, who knows. Thank you guys so much for watching, but it is time for me to take it on the heel and toe and hopefully not die. I'll see you in the next video. So long. And when you take it out, I want to record you doing that too.
Okay.
Because content.
Yep.
Daddy made you some content. Daddy made you your favorite.
Open wide. Here comes some content. It's a beautiful day to stay inside.
So I was thinking that we need some milk and you probably need some sushi.
Yes, I do. I do need sushi.